Hey everybody, what's up? Neil Walter here for the Guitar Tricks channel with a new lesson coming your way on volume swells. They're swell. First off, the tip of the week. For volume swells, you're going to need a volume potentiometer pot, aka volume knob, that moves very easily. So, one thing you can do is get contact cleaner. You can get it at Radio Shack. It's about 10 bucks. And if you get access to the back of your volume knob, there would be two little holes where you can spray the contact cleaner usually. And you move the knob back and forth with the cleaner in there, and it cleans it up and gets it. And it removes the crackling sound, which is really important if you're doing recordings. On to our lesson of the week, volume swells. They are really cool sounding. And the way to get a good volume swell is to have your volume off, and then you strike the note or chord that you want to play, and then gradually bring the volume knob up. And when you go to strike the next note or chord, you want to make sure and bring the volume knob back down so you don't sound like this. So you do a swell. Right when you change chords, you drop the volume knob back down, strike the next chord or note, and swell back up. Drop and change, strike and swell. Drop and change, strike and swell. Here's an example of how you'd use a volume swell with some chords and a chord progression. It's also cool with octaves. Do things like that where you slide down the neck and then drop the volume. Kind of Jimmy Page style. One good technique that you can create or develop is the left-hand hammer-on. If you can get a note to ring out with just your left hand, you can do a lot more cool stuff with the volume swells because your right hand's free. And you get this nice violin kind of tone. So what you do is you hammer on first with the left hand, make sure your volume's down, hammer on with your left hand. Raise up the volume and then drop it off before you change notes. So slowly that's. It takes a little practice to get it a smooth flow with it. Here's a really cool technique that Van Halen uses in the song Cathedral with a little chorus and the right delay. And I'll tell you about the delay settings in another video. But it's the song Cathedral, and it's using just a basic C major chord. So that's another cool way that you can use volume swells, and also for a more subtle kind of lead tone, something with a little emotion. You can swell into a note, add a little bend, and just go through your scales with volume swells. That nice kind of violin-y kind of tone. Also, if you do unison bends without the swell like this, but you swell into them and you get a really cool effect. Also, you can bend down and bring the swell up like that. there's a couple uses for the really cool volume swell. It's great, another asset to have in your guitar playing. You can throw in at the right time and spice up your playing a little bit more. That's it for this week. We'll see you back here in about 7 days. Thanks for tuning on in. Keep on rocking on out. Yeah.